He has two wins, presenting from Liverpool, the undefeated Sean. Referee in charge of the downstairs and 4-3.
Fight number 7, Elliot, and a couple of fighters who we've seen a lot of. Sean Arkwright, who I really like the look of, and Turney, we've seen him a good few times as well, haven't we? Another good journeyman.
We have, yeah. Sean Arkwright with the Everton badge emblazoned on the back of his shorts.
Yeah, big Everton fan, and really, really good, fast hands, southpaw. And he's another one who's brought a load of fans as well.
Brought a load of fans, and he's come from a thriving gym as well in the Kirkdale.
Yeah, good backhand that, yeah.
Good positive start from Sean.
Really, really good, yeah. Seen his other fights, and one of them who sort of quite quickly you think, they're better than this level, needs to, move fast and step up a little bit, but it's all about learning, you do want to go too fast, do you?
You were mentioning about us seeing Turney before. We watched Turney here when he boxed Ryan Dickens.
Yeah, Ryan Dickens and Matt Rennie, he's boxed as well. Yeah.
Boxed Matt Rennie, yeah. Who got a good win earlier tonight.
Yeah, being told that, I was just going to say that Sean's corner are telling him to go to the body of Turney, but he hasn't done that yet. Turney's knee just touched down there, but referee Darren Sargent's ruled that a slip, or not a knockdown at least.
I was talking to Luke Willis on an earlier fight, and he was saying that without sponsors, the fighters like Sean and Ethan Brown, new pros, would struggle massively. I mean, he highlighted how important sponsors are. From your point of view, Gary, having been around this game a lot longer than me, how important are they?
Well, they are. It's the difference between sort of only training part time and training full time. If you've got a bit of financial backing and you don't have to work yourself, then a lot of these lads starting off, obviously they're doing something besides boxing. Obviously, they can't just live on the purses that they're given. But as they get higher and higher, and they don't want to be spending time driving a cab, do they, or working on a building site or anything like that. And we've known good lads who've been decent enough, but they just haven't. They've had to go back to work in between fights.
Second round for Sean Arkwright, just as Gary decides to put his phone down.
Taking photos of myself. No, just echoing what I said in the first round, Al. It's I do really like the look of Sean Arkwright. I think all the fighters tonight really good, but Sean Arkwright, Jake Harrison, who I think's on next, and Brian Phillips, really fighters who look like they're sort of close to stepping up and fighting for minor titles. And I think Sean's included in that if he can stay busy and he doesn't get cut or get an injury or anything like that. But he's really, he looks classy, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, the shot selection's great. The footwork is superb. Up to now.
And he thinks his way around a fight. He thinks his way around around shots as well. See that good backhand there. Just opened it up. Little jab, just touch and touch.
He's cool. He's calm. He's composed.
Nice and composed. Yeah. He still hasn't got to the body like his corner were telling him in the first. So, but I'd like to see him maybe switch it down a little bit.
You mentioned earlier on the potential of Ryan Phillips fighting Michael Gomez Jr.
Yeah, that'd be a great fight, wouldn't it, for the central area?
For
yeah.
the central area.
Joe Gomez would well beat him, I think.
But just looking a little bit further along the card, Jake Harrison, who's up next, is actually fighting a Gomez.
He is, yeah.
Fighting Engel Gomez.
That's Joe's cousin. Yeah, Sean, what a great move there. He looked for the shot, it wasn't on, step back. He rolled Tully in, Tully took a step forward and he caught him with a right hand counter. Great move. But he looks like he's got gears, hasn't he? And hopefully we can see some of them as the fight progresses.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan Brown earlier on looked
good, yeah.
Like he had gears he could step through. And I had Nathan Bennett alongside me for that one, and Nathan said Ethan and Sean, who are both good friends, outside the gym, he said they both perform at a similar level in the gym, and that they've both got extra gears that no one's seen yet.
Yeah, and Ethan looks, at that weight, southpaw, heavy hands as well. He could be a danger for people. But Sean again doing well here. Turney is awkward. He doesn't get. He is taking a few shots.
Round 3, and referee Darren Sargent's called a timeout.
Yeah, he's just telling Sean to. He said every time you come out, when you get close, you push his head down, so he doesn't want to say any of that.
I feel like I'm at risk of repeating myself here, Gary, but I haven't seen anything that's surprised me from Sean, because we know that this is what he's got in him.
Yeah, he is. He's boxing really well, and just like to see him maybe step it up a little bit and maybe throw some more shots. But we know it's difficult against someone like Turney, who's just going to cover up. See, look, he hasn't moved out that corner for a good few seconds, and then he throws a wild right, but. It'd be interesting to see his journey over the next sort of 3 or 4 fights. See him step up to 6. And see how his fight management, how his round management even improved.
How quickly do you want to see? Do you want to see guys like Sean and Ethan, and Paddy stepped up?
Well, Sean, I think is he certainly looks like someone who can box at a much higher level than this. But you've got to these are learning fights, aren't you? You've got to get in. You've got to learn that you can. Go do the 4 rounds. You've got to learn you can do the 6. You've got to learn that you can do 4 at a high pace. You've got to learn that you can do 6 and 3 of them are at a high pace and 3 of them aren't, or whatever. Maybe get a stoppage along the way or whatever, and just learn different things off different opponents. Some might be rougher than others, some aren't, some won't give you nothing back, but you're not hurting them because you're just catching their hands all the time. But Sean, certainly to me, he looks a little bit like he's got something about him, and he's a little bit classy. And see, that's the 3rd time that Turney's done that, where he's took a knee and he's dropped down, and I think the referee should have a word with him, really. But yeah, getting back to Sean, just like to see him step up, like a bit of a better opponent. Not necessarily someone who's going to come thinking they've got half a chance, but someone where he can, you know that he's got more to show, more class, don't you? He's got more skills, and we just haven't seen them yet.
Just above us, Sean looking to pin Turney to the ropes and unleash an attack, but again...
Turney's just took the knee again there, yeah, where he's just settled down and give himself a few seconds breather. Oh, the head there. Last round, Elliot, and the shout from the crowd as let his hands go, and they're looking, obviously like a lot of the crowds do, looking for stoppages, but Turney's never really been hurt, has he? And Sean's never really caught him flush, but he's well on top.
He's well on top, and I was a little bit sad there that the last round started, because I was just having a little boogie to a bit of Luther Vandross. But you're right, Gary. I mean, Sean's been perfect throughout. Okay, there's always things to work on, always. But I haven't seen anything that's alarmed me tonight.
No. And it doesn't look like he's been out of breath, exerting himself. Yeah, nice right hand there. Good feet as well. It's Turney earning his money, as he always does.
Yeah.
Getting a bit untidy there, but
scrappy.
Yeah. Sean's one of them fighters who, I look forward to seeing him when I see that he's down on the show. I think, he's going to be in a good fight. He's going to look good. Yeah, the use of the arm there. But these are the things you learn.
I mean, as much as it's been a little bit scrappy in the past sort of minute or so.
It wasn't as bad as the previous fight, was it? With a couple of warnings warranted.
No, it wasn't. But to be honest, Gary, and I think you'll agree, I don't think Sean really cares how scrappy his fights are at this stage.
Yeah.
He just wants to get wins under his belt.
Wants to get wins. But I'm looking forward to seeing him again. Seeing his journey. See, stuff like that, that's what you want to see, where he's got fast hands, 1-2s, boom boom. He's just I think he's got Turney's mouth bloodied there a bit. People over that side of the ring thought someone was going to come through again, like Michael Edges did. But really good performance by him, and as I say, it's a fighter who, I hope people when they've seen him fight, it's someone who do want to see more of.
Yeah, definitely.
To 36 points for the winner. Now defeated in 3 professional contests. And your officials complete.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.